Hey patrons, Nolan here. Thank you for your patience. We've got some videos coming your way now, and we're going to be doing some pretty fun stuff for this session. So I've got another character design project I'm working on for Modern Mania Wrestling. This is going to be a bit of a different spin because what they want to do for this particular design is they just want me to reinvent it to be... So this is a character from the 80s, the 1980s. Kind of has like an Indiana Jones vibe, right? And they want me to take this character to the modern era. But what they want me to do is they want me to put my spin on it. And they want me to, change, tweak a couple things. But for the most part, keep the same pose, the same vibe, and everything intact. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of start sketching it out. I'm going to be using this pose as my guideline. And then what we're going to do is start to add some of my personal style to it. So this is going to be fun. The whole story for this character is that he came across the Fountain of Youth. So normally this character would probably be in his 70s because as you can see he's kind of grizzled, a little older in this picture, and but now he's probably going to maintain a little bit of his youth. So he's probably closer to the same age in the modern version than he is in this one. Okay, let's resize that a little bit. There we go. So my direction was to keep the pose, maintain that. Obviously in my style. And then we're going to start putting some tweaks to it. Shrink that down a little bit more. There we go. All right, let's get the feet laid in here. All the way to the bottom, making every... Okay. Let's get the other arm. So, obviously this initial drawing is from the original 80s Mania Wrestling game. So there's going to be some stylistic changes between, what I'm doing and what this artist did. I tend to I'm going to be putting a little more detail in it and, just kind of putting my stamp on it. So, all right, so we've got the general anatomy laid out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shrink down my reference here. All right, so we're going to get the hat in there. He's got the staple fedora made famous by Indiana Jones. That's the fun thing about a lot of these characters is that they're all kind of derivative, Now, I'm thinking I'm going to give this guy a beard. I don't know. I think that would be a cool little touch. Once again, I'm adding my own personal touch to it. Let's see how the beard works out. I think ultimately my goal is to, show it's the same character, but also, maybe make him a little more weathered without making him look super old. So we got a beard going on here. And then we're going to get into the neck. Now, for this particular iteration, they did give me permission to make him topless. So I think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to add some fun touches, like maybe a couple scars, maybe. Like he's definitely seen some action. Let's give him a strap. That was one piece of direction I received. Just make sure he has his strap, which is attached to a handbag or a satchel, if you will. Remember, it's not a purse, guys. Indiana Jones had a satchel. One of my favorite lines from The Hangover. Not a purse, it's a satchel. All right, let's give him some abs. All right, just because you're out hunting artifacts doesn't mean you can't maintain your abs, right? And let's there we go. Now, as I said, we're gonna go a little hairier. I'm digging the scars. I think that's going to be a nice touch. Hopefully that's something that the art director can agree with me on. All right, now the pants. We're going to kind of keep that the same. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to submit this to the art director, okay? And this is a multiple step process, which is a good thing for you guys to see, because that's what you should expect from a project like this is, you know, there's going to be revisions, there's going to be changes, there's going to be all kinds of stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you are cognizant of that. You keep things a little loose. I'm actually going to do a little change with his whip. I'm going to have him holding the entire whip in his hand. There we go. And then we're going to get into the pants. He's got a baggier style pant. I'm gonna do a little something different here. I'm still gonna make them baggy, but I'm going to incorporate some boots. They're gonna be tucked into his. It still kind of fits the vibe and aesthetic of this character, but also makes it a little more modern, which is what I'm shooting for. So this particular video, this is for you bronze patrons, okay? You guys get to experience the entire sketch, which is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing to be a part of. Kind of get to see how the old noggin works. And then what I'm going to do is for silver patrons, you guys get some inks. And my gold patrons get the color. So we're going to see what our art director says about my choices for this version of the character. And then once I hear back from them, we'll go into step 2. Bronze patrons, thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate you guys sticking with me. And yeah, I'll catch you next time with the next video. Have a good day.